no worries, worries. I love it when you touch me, feeling so lovely, lovely. Make me wanna love me.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sky. Today's video is going to be talking about how you can start your own business, whether it's lashes, lip gloss, or just like wholesale in general. So if you want to see how you can make some extra income, help pay some of your bills, then make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel.
Point blank, period.
Okay y'all, so let's get started in the video. So the first thing you want to do when you start off your business is you want to look at the different kinds they have, because there's different lengths and different textures, and there's just so many different kinds, and each lash is different. Some might be more expensive than others, some might have like shitty quality. So you want to look at the different kinds and you want to do your research. You don't just want to give your money to somebody and not know what kind of lashes you're gonna get, or like if you give them a whole bunch of money and they ship it to you and you don't like them, then that's a big bad investment. So whenever you start off, you want to look at the different vendors, you want to look at the different kinds. You can order like sample packs and test out the different ones, because honestly each vendor is different. Some you might come across a vendor and they have like the best lashes ever, and then you might switch it out and try somebody else and they have like raggedy lashes. So whenever you start off, you want to look at the different vendors and you want to just kind of research, and you don't want to just go in the business and be blindsided and make bad investments and bad choices, because overall like that's your money that you're wasting, and yeah, you can avoid a lot of it. So the first thing you want to do when you start off your lash business is you want to do your research. You want to find out the different lashes they have available. You want to look at the different vendors. So whenever I first started, I just Googled how to start an eyelash business, and with that I was able to find the different styles they had, and like research like what's the difference between like a 5D mink lash versus a 3D. So whenever I started, I just researched everything. I went through a bunch of different websites and looked at all of the different vendors. So before you even invest in it, you want to do your research. You want to make sure that you're going to be sending your money to somebody that is legit, because there's so many different vendors and majority of them are scams. Like honestly, I've only been able to find one vendor that I actually trust. So whenever you start off, you want to just do your research. You want to make sure that you're going to be getting the lashes that you want. Basically, you don't want to just give your money and get crappy lashes, because 9 times out of 10 they're just going to sit at your house. You're not going to sell them, and it's just a bad investment. So whenever you start off, you want to do your research. You want to make sure that you're going to get something that has good quality and something that will sell, because obviously you want to make some money, and if you're going to have crappy lashes, then you're not going to sell them. So whenever you start off, you want to find out what's hot, and you want to find something that you can actually sell. Like if you're going to go out and sell these lashes, like these little natural looking lashes, you want to find people that will wear them. When I started out, I bought a whole bunch of these, and I still got a whole bunch of them just sitting down. So this was kind of like a bad investment in my part, just because I wasn't selling them. But I started to do more research, and I was like, okay, what's really popular? What are people buying? So then I found out that these lashes were really popular. So I got a little small batch of them. I posted them on my Facebook, and I put a price, and I started off selling these for $5, and after 2 days, 2 to 3 days, I was able to sell all of them. So I bought a small batch of 50, and I put them in this little packaging, and all 50 of them were gone within 3 days. So yeah, you want to do your research, and you want to find something that's popular. I still have about 50 of these, and I only have maybe 5 left of this style. So whenever I started off, I made a bad investment, but then I found out the ones that were popular, and I went ahead and invested in those kind, and I was able to make my money back plus some more money. So now in the future, I know what styles to order, and I know like what's really popular in my city. So whenever you start off, you want to ask your vendors as many questions as you can possible, because there's a lot of stuff you need to know. There's a lot of stuff you need to take into consideration. Even if you find a vendor that has really cheap eyelashes, they might charge an arm and a leg for shipping, and basically that goes into your profit. So whenever I started off, I basically wrote like a bunch of questions on my phone, and I copied and pasted that same set of questions and I sent it to all of my vendors. So I was able to ask each of them the same question and see what their responses were, because a lot of them, they're not the same. Some vendor might charge you like $20 for shipping. Some might offer free shipping. Some might charge you $100 for shipping. And it's just a really easy way for you to find which one you like. And so whenever I would do that, I would send them all the same message. And if I found a vendor that I didn't like, I would just delete them off of the WhatsApp. So then I was able to like narrow down which vendor I wanted to, like talk with more. And so after doing that for a few days, I was able to narrow it down to about like 10 vendors. And then from there, I would ask them like, hey, like, can you send me videos? Can you send me like some reviews that you have? Because some people might sell like a really good product, but then they might have somebody, copy the same exact product and basically kind of like catfished or scam. So that's how I found my vendor. I basically had about 50 vendors, and I would just narrow them each down. Some vendors charged like $4 just for one pair of lash, and some vendors charged $2. So whenever I was narrowing it down, I was like, oh, okay, like I'd rather spend $2 than $4. And so I basically just kicked the other vendor to the curb, and I made business with the person with cheaper prices. Just because whenever you start off a business, you want to invest about $300. But if you have that $300 and you're able to get more out of it, then that's a better investment because you make more money. So say for instance, I'm buying lashes for $2 each, and I buy, if I buy 100 lashes and they're $2 each, that only costs me about $200. But if I buy 100 lashes and they're $4 each, then that's...
What number comes between 2 and 4? Beetlejuice.
25.
Wait a minute,
Hold
Beetlejuice.
it.
I want you to think about
Think
it.
about it. Don't blurt out your answer.
And that's $400, which is $200 more. So basically that's more money that I have to invest. And a lot of the times the lashes are like the same quality. So basically you're getting more money out of it, and it's the same exact quality. So whenever you start off, you want to just narrow down your vendor and find somebody that you like, just because there's so many, and it's really easy for you to make a mistake and invest in something that's not really worth it. If you guys didn't know, I'm still new at the whole business thing. I'm not an expert. Like, I haven't been doing it for, a long time. I've only been doing it for about 9 months. So I don't really know all the legal stuff that you have to do. I'm still in the process of doing all that. I'm trying to figure out how to, get my LLC, get my business name and all that. So I'm still new at that. So I'm not going to, go talk about it. But just know that once you start a business and you start making like lots of money, you have to report it to the IRS, or you can get like fined and have to pay back like thousands of dollars. So once you start finding out like this is what you want to do, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's starting to get legit, like you have to start doing your research on the legal stuff, you know what I mean? So get your LLC, your EIN, get your business name, because you have to register your name. If not, then someone else can steal it, and if you use it, then you can get sued and all that. So yeah, it's a really big process, and there's a lot of legal things that you have to take into consideration. So if you know somebody that has a business, maybe you can ask them about it, or you can just Google it. And it all depends on the state that you're in. Like Texas is different than California. Like obviously every state's different. So yeah, so since you guys are determined to start your business, I can see you guys are already doing your research since you're on this video, you know, YouTubing how to start an eyelash business. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a few vendors that I've used in the past. These are different vendors. Some of them are clothing, some of them are lashes, some of them are like hair vendors, you know, just a bunch of different ones that I've used in the past because there's so many. And I mean, I'm not a stingy person. I'm not gonna, you know, like, they can't have my vendor, or they don't need to know where I'm getting my stuff from. Like, I'm not that type of person. I'm really humble, and since I make some money and I've, like, you know, been able to pay my bills, I know there's a lot of people that are struggling out there and they're trying to, you know, make a better life for themselves. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give you guys just a few vendors, and you can do what you want with them. You don't have to use them. You can check them out, do what you want with them. I'm just gonna go ahead and just list them right here. Okay, so that was the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want me to make more videos like that, then make sure you comment below and let me know.
You wanna love